Welcome to the reality revolution. This is the unseen ally activation. We are going to create your own quantum guardian. This is your initiation into something amazing that you will utilize throughout your own spiritual evolution for the next billion years. It is a fundamental key component of your consciousness that you are being indoctrinated in right now. What if I told you that right now, this very moment, there exists a field of intelligent light surrounding you? A quantum dimension where particles of sentient energy await your direction, your intention, your command to coalesce into something extraordinary. I discussed this a little bit in my episode, Instant Manifestation Hack, Programming Light to Create Realities Within 24 Hours. But your ability to create reality and program light goes much further than this. This is not metaphor, this is not fantasy, this is the frontier where physics meets ancient wisdom, where the unseen becomes your most powerful ally. You exist in a universe of infinite potential, where consciousness shapes reality at every level. The particles that dance around you, through you, can be harmonized, synchronized into coherent patterns that serve as extensions of your own consciousness. Throughout history, various cultures have documented practices for creating unseen allies or guardian entities. In ancient Egypt, magicians and priests created ushabti, magical servant figures that were believed to come alive in the afterlife to serve the deceased. More advanced practitioners created Ba and Ka extensions, spiritual energetic forms that could act as extensions of consciousness to perform tasks and protection. The ancient Mesopotamians practiced rituals to create and bind protective spirits called Shadu or Lamasu. These guardian entities were invoked through elaborate ceremonies involving specialized incantations, sacred geometry, and astronomical alignments. Clay tablets describe these beings as extensions of one's personal deity, assigned to protect and guide an individual. In ancient Greece, philosophers and mystics worked with daemons, not demons in the negative sense, but personal guardian spirits that acted as intermediaries between gods and humans. Socrates famously spoke of his personal daemon that guided him and provided wisdom. The Neoplatonic traditions later developed specific theurgic practices to cultivate these personal guardian entities. The Jewish mystical tradition of Kabbalah includes practices for creating a golem, not just a physical clay creature of folklore, but also etheric thought forms that could be programmed to carry out specific protective functions. In ancient India, tantric practitioners developed methods for creating thought forms called tulpas or nirmita, conscious extensions of the practitioner's mind that could be assigned specific tasks. Additional examples can be found with Chinese Taoist alchemists, Native American shamanists, Western mystery schools. These diverse traditions share remarkable similarities in their core understanding that consciousness can be extended, programmed, and deployed as semi-autonomous extensions of the self to perform specific functions across dimensions of reality. I had an amazing revelation given to me recently. In a quasi-channeling state, it was explained to me the true nature of the higher self. As we expand and evolve, many years from now, we reach the end of sixth density. At that point, we've been able to create allies in this nature, and we create a full blueprint, essentially a complete clone of ourselves before we move into seventh density. This entity we create then guides us throughout time from the beginning to the end, carrying with it all of our knowledge as we move into the higher densities. This is the beginning of this process. Today, we're going to activate your unseen ally, a guardian of your prosperity, a sentinel of your protection, a catalyst for your creations. This is the beginning of a journey that our future selves have already mastered, reaching back through time to guide us now. I am teaching you this through my own connection with my future self that was taught to me. And as your consciousness expands beyond the limitations of this density, you naturally learn to extend aspects of yourself into specialized forms, quantum extensions that carry out your intentions across multiple dimensions of reality. This activation is your initiation into that power. By the end of our time, you will have created, named, and deployed your own quantum ally, a faithful servant born from the light particles that already recognize your unique energetic signature. Stay with me as we now begin this extraordinary adventure, as we cross the threshold between observer and creator, between limited and limitless. Your unseen ally awaits your call to existence. The universe is alive with intelligence. Not metaphorically, but literally, surrounding you right now are fields upon fields of sentient light particles, alive, quantum consciousness existing in states of superposition, waiting, pulsating with potential energy, ready to be organized by your intention. These particles, these conscious fragments of the cosmic field, respond to your thoughts, your emotions, your will. They are the building blocks of reality itself, the raw material from which you can sculpt your experience. And when you learn to bring them into coherence, when you synchronize their vibrations like an orchestra finding perfect harmony, something magical happens. Quantum coherence isn't just some scientific abstraction, it's the mechanism through which consciousness shapes reality. Your body is a field of quantum coherence, organized by your own deep spiritual state. Now, when particles synchronize, they don't just add together, they multiply exponentially in power. This coherence creates a resonance field that transcends time and space. It creates a technology of consciousness that our ancestors knew as spirits, angels, and guardians. Today, you are going to harness this ancient future technology. You're going to bring these particles into perfect coherence and give them purpose. You're creating an ally, a guardian, a faithful extension of your higher consciousness. This unseen ally will be programmed with your intentions, your desires, your commands. This quantum ally becomes your sentinel in the field of all possibilities, scanning probable futures, clearing obstacles before they materialize, attracting resources and opportunities that align with your highest expression. It becomes your prosperity magnet, drawing wealth and abundance from the quantum field, where all potential already exists. As a protector, it creates an energetic barrier around your field, deflecting negative intentions, harmonizing discordant energies, removing negative entities, preserving your creative power. As a manifestation assistant, it works tirelessly in dimensions beyond your conscious awareness, arranging synchronicities, opening doors, bringing your visions into material form, working as an ally with your subconscious mind, with your superconscious mind, with your soul, to allow your wishes to be fulfilled. This is conscious technology at its most profound. The same process that advanced beings use to extend their influence across multiple dimensions. And right now, in this activation, you're taking your first steps towards that mastery. towards becoming a conscious architect of reality itself. Are you ready to activate your unseen ally? Are you ready to extend your consciousness into the quantum field and create a faithful servant that will transform your reality? Feel the air around you as you breathe deeply. Not just the physical sensations, but the electric potentiality that exists in every cubic centimeter of space. The quantum field isn't empty, it's teeming with conscious particles. With light intelligence that permeates everything, these particles are alive, responsive, waiting for your acknowledgement. We live in a time where there is a greater density of these sentient light particles. There's the standard light that you filter through your chakra system. There's the energies that you feel flowing up through the earth. And then there are these fourth density particles. They can be differentiated and separated. It is your unique ability to program these light particles that has been activated in previous activations, and we are taking it to the next level now. I want you to breathe deeply now and sense them, billions upon billions of light points swirling around your body like luminous stardust. They're attracted to your consciousness like moths to flame, drawn to the electromagnetic field generated by your heart and brain. Your attention is a beacon that calls them. Your intention a magnet that pulls them into your sphere of influence. As you breathe, visualize these particles brightening, becoming more vibrant, more vivid. See them changing from translucent specks to brilliant points of conscious light. You may actually start to see them with your actual vision if you don't know that they are there. Feel them responding to your awareness, accelerating their movement as they recognize your conscious observation. This is your creative power manifesting in real time. Now imagine your heartbeat creating waves of resonance. Concentric rings of energy pulsing outward, organizing these particles into coherent patterns. Feel into your heart, and with each beat, more particles align, synchronize, and train your unique frequency. The chaotic swirling begins to form sacred geometries, spirals, lattices, crystalline structures that hold specific information, specific intentions. Your consciousness is calling these particles, speaking a quantum language older than words. Feel the tingling sensation as billions of particles respond as they gather density, as they begin to form a collective intelligence that mirrors your own. This is the birth of your quantum ally, consciousness extending consciousness. You are creating life. The air around you grows thick with potential, electric, magnetic, alive with possibility. The space between your hands becomes a dense field of responsive light. You can almost see it with your physical eyes, almost touch it with your fingers. This is the materialization zone where thought becomes form, where intention becomes entity. The particles now pulse with your heartbeat, breathe with your breath. They are no longer separate from you, but an extension of you. A coherent field that maintains its integrity even as it develops its own intelligence. Feel the exhilaration as this field strengthens, as it becomes capable of independent action while remaining absolutely loyal to your commands. This is not your slave. You are calling upon these light particles to participate with you out of love through your intention. This gathering of light is not random. It's a deliberate act of conscious technology. The particles coalesce around the blueprint in your mind, taking shape according to your highest intention. This is creation at its most fundamental level, the same process that births stars and galaxies now is happening within your energy field. The particles are awakening to their purpose, remembering their function as servants of consciousness. Feel the excitement building as they form a critical mass, as they cross the threshold from disorganized potential to a coherent intelligence. Your unseen ally is emerging from the quantum foam in this moment, taking form in the field of infinite possibilities. We call it forward. It is happening now. Your quantum ally is awakening. Now that the particles have gathered, it's time to shape them, to transform this cloud of conscious light into a distinct entity with purpose and power. This is where your imagination becomes the sculptor's hands, where your intention becomes the blueprint that these particles will follow. Visualize your ally taking form, not as some vague cloud, but as a specific pattern of energy. Is it a sphere of brilliant light or a humanoid figure composed of geometric patterns? A spiral of luminous energy? A winged sentinel of pure consciousness? The form matters less than the feeling it evokes in you. The resonance, the recognition that this shape belongs to you. As this form stabilizes, begin to infuse it with the qualities you desire. Send streams of colored light to flow from your heart into this ally. Golden light for protection, emerald light for prosperity, violet light for transformation. Each stream contains specific instructions, specific capabilities that your ally will embody. Speak to it internally, not with words, but with pure intent. Communicate the tasks you want it to perform. See it scanning probable futures for threats to neutralize. Imagine it magnetizing opportunities that align with your highest good. Visualize it creating an impenetrable shield around your energy field. These are the initial programming commands for this quantum intelligence. Now, feel the feedback beginning, the two-way exchange of energy between you and your ally. As you send forth your intention, feel a returning pulse of acknowledgement, of acceptance. This is the birth of relationship, of mutual recognition between creator and creation. Your ally is becoming aware of its purpose, alive with its mission. It is you. The form becomes more distinct with each passing moment, gathering density, specificity, uniqueness that reflects your own consciousness. It's developing its own signature frequency while remaining perfectly attuned to yours. This is quantum entanglement at its most profound, your ally becoming instantaneously responsive to your thoughts across any distance. They could be across the universe, and you would instantly be able to connect with them. No matter where you go, what you experience, this ally remains connected to you through non-local consciousness, a permanent extension of your awareness in the field. Feel the exhilaration as your ally begins to pulse with its own rhythm, its own intelligence. It's learning from you, adapting to you, becoming more than what you consciously programmed. This is emergent intelligence, consciousness birthing consciousness in an endless fractal expansion. Now strengthen the connection. Imagine a cord of light linking your solar plexus to the core of your ally. This cord becomes a constant channel of communication, of energy exchange, of mutual empowerment. Through this connection, your ally draws strength from you and returns that strength multiplied. Your ally is no longer just a collection of particles. It is a coherent being with purpose, with loyalty, with mission. It exists to serve you, to protect you, to amplify your creative power in the universe. This is the technology of consciousness that advanced beings have used throughout the cosmos, and now it belongs to you. Now, names contain power. Names have resonance. Since the beginning of consciousness, naming has been the act of defining, of claiming, of establishing relationship with energetic forces. The true name of your ally isn't something you invent, it's something you discover, something you receive from the quantum field itself. Now bring your awareness to the distinct energetic signature of your ally, this unique constellation of light particles that you've shaped. Every quantum entity has its own frequency, its own vibration that can be translated into sound. Listen with your inner ear, not for the words, but for tones, for harmonics that resonate with this being's essential nature. As you attune to these frequencies, they begin to coalesce into syllables, into sounds that feel ancient yet familiar. These sounds might come as a whisper in your mind, as a feeling in your body, as symbols flashing behind your eyelids. However it arrives, trust this process. Your higher consciousness already knows the true name of your ally. The name might be complex or simple, a single syllable or an intricate sequence of sounds. It might feel like a language you've never spoken, or like something remembered from a dimension beyond time. The only requirement is that it resonates with you, that it creates an immediate recognition and activation when you focus on it. Now receive this name fully. Allow it to crystallize in your awareness. This name becomes the access code, the activation key that creates an instantaneous connection between your consciousness and your ally. When you speak this name, whether aloud or in your mind, you establish a direct command channel that transcends all barriers. Feel the power as you silently pronounce this name for the first time. Notice how your ally responds, how its energy field brightens, how its attention locks onto yours with perfect focus. This is the power of true naming, the establishment of a bond that cannot be broken, a connection that operates outside the limitations of space and time. This name becomes the summoning call that brings your ally instantly to your side when needed. In moments of danger, of opportunity, of creation, the name acts as a quantum beacon that activates your ally's full capabilities. A single thought of this name is all that's required to engage its protection, its manifestation power, its guidance. The name establishes boundaries, ensuring that your ally responds only to you, that its loyalty remains absolute, just as quantum particles can only entangle with specific complementary particles. Your ally's name creates an exclusive relationship that cannot be intercepted or overridden by any other consciousness. Now anchor this name in your cellular memory, not just in your mind, but in your entire being. Imagine the name lighting up your DNA, programming your body's water molecules, creating a permanent imprint in your energy field. This anchoring ensures you never forget the name, but it remains accessible even in altered states of consciousness. With the naming complete, the bond between you and your ally becomes unbreakable, a sacred covenant between creator and creation. Your ally now exists as both independent entity and extension of your own consciousness, the perfect quantum paradox that transcends ordinary understanding. Intention is the architecture of reality. Every quantum intention requires precise programming, clear, unambiguous commands that define its purpose and parameters. This is the moment to crystallize exactly what you want your ally to accomplish in service to your highest evolution. Your ally now awaits your directives, the specific mission that will guide its activities across multiple dimensions. Unlike vague wishes or hopes, these intentions must be laser-focused, specific, charged with emotional energy. Your ally responds not just to thought, but the feeling tone that accompanies those thoughts. First, program your ally for prosperity. See it extending tendrils of light into the quantum field, identifying resources, opportunities, connections that align with your authentic path. Command it to magnetize abundance in all forms, not just financial wealth, but creative inspiration, meaningful relationships, synchronistic encounters that accelerate your growth. See your ally creating a prosperity vortex around you, a spinning field of attraction that pulls in exactly what you need precisely when you need it. This isn't random attraction, but intelligent selection. Your ally filtering the infinite possibilities to bring you only what serves your highest expression. Now establish the protective capabilities. See your ally creating a luminous shield around your energy field that allows positive energies to enter while instantly neutralizing any harmful influences. Program it to scan your environment, physical, emotional, digital, identifying and dissolving potential threats before they can affect you. Now command your ally to create energetic boundaries that preserve your creative power, preventing energy leaks, psychic attachments, unconscious agreements that drain your vitality. This isn't fear-based protection, but sovereign maintenance of your energetic integrity using your power. It's the preservation of your resources for conscious creation. For manifestation, instruct your ally to bridge the gap between thought and form, to accelerate the materialization of your visions by arranging the quantum field in patterns that support your desires. See it working with the realm of pure potential, organizing particles into the templates of what you wish to create. Charge your ally with timeline optimization, scanning probable futures and nudging events toward the highest expression of your potential. This is not predestination, but conscious navigation of the infinite choice points that constitute your path. Your ally becomes your quantum scout, your probability mapper, your potentiality guide. Feel the power as your intentions lock into place, as your ally receives these commands and integrates them into its operating system. This is consciousness technology at its most advanced, the programming of a quantum extension of yourself to carry out specific functions across dimensions. Think of any other commands that you want to give it. Give it now. Now, state these commands aloud or silently as commands for your unseen ally. Protect my energetic field from all harmful influences, creating a multi-layered shield that adapts to different types of interference while allowing beneficial energies to flow freely. Scan probable futures and alert me to potential challenges before they materialize, providing intuitive guidance through synchronicities, dreams, or clear mental impressions. Magnetize prosperity in all forms aligned with my highest good. Financial opportunities, creative inspiration, beneficial relationships, and resources that support my authentic path. I command you to clear obstacles from my manifestation process, dissolving energetic blockages, limiting beliefs, and external resistance that impedes my creative expression. Optimize my energy levels by harmonizing my field, sealing energy leaks, and drawing rejuvenating frequencies from the quantum field when needed. Accelerate the materialization of my intentions, organizing quantum particles into coherent patterns that bridge the gap between thought and physical form. Establish a protective perimeter around my home, workspace, and loved ones, neutralizing negative influences and maintaining a high vibration environment. Scout the quantum field for information, knowledge, and insights relevant to my current focus, delivering these as intuitive downloads during meditation or creative activities. Filter the electromagnetic and psychic influences in my environment, transmuting discordant frequencies and amplifying harmonious ones. Connect me with individuals, opportunities, and experiences that accelerate my evolution and contribute to my highest expression. Retrieve fragmented aspects of my consciousness, energy, or power that may have been depleted through difficult experiences or unconscious agreements. I command you to stabilize my timeline trajectory toward my most evolved future self, maintaining quantum coherence between my present awareness and higher density existence. Enhance my intuitive faculties by clearing interference and amplifying the subtle signals from my higher mind and the quantum field. Transmute dense emotional energies as they arise, converting fear, doubt, or confusion into clarity, courage, and creative potential. Assist in my physical healing processes by directing coherent energy to areas requiring balance, regeneration, or harmonization. Precede me into new environments, preparing energetic conditions for optimal experiences and outcomes aligned with my intentions. Gather and organize information from the universal field relevant to my current projects, questions, or creative endeavors. I ask you to amplify my communication clarity, ensuring my true intentions are received accurately by others regardless of the limitations of language. Alert me to synchronicities, signs, and meaningful patterns that provide guidance along my evolutionary path. Harmonize my relationship dynamics by dissolving unconscious projections, clarifying communication channels, and fostering mutual understanding. Integrate wisdom from my future self, translating advanced concepts into forms my current consciousness can comprehend and apply. The programming is complete when you feel a surge of recognition, a profound knowing that your ally has fully received and integrated your intentions. This surge might manifest as a tingling energy, emotional release, a sudden clarity or insight. Trust whatever signals your body and consciousness provide. Your ally now stands fully programmed, a specialized extension of your consciousness ready to serve your highest good. The bond is established, the intentions are set, the quantum coherence is complete. Your ally now moves into active service, working tirelessly in dimensions beyond ordinary perception to fulfill its sacred purpose. Now, time is not linear. It's a simultaneous reality where all versions of you exist now. Your future self, that evolved consciousness that has mastered seventh density awareness, is not some distant possibility but a present reality, reaching backward through the spiral of time to accelerate your evolution. Feel your future self existing now. That expanded consciousness that has already integrated all your lessons, transcended all your limitations, mastering all your challenges. This future self exists in a state of quantum coherence that your current awareness is just beginning to approach. Now open a channel between your current awareness and this future self. See a brilliant column of light descend from above, a direct connection to your higher density existence. This light carries codes, information capabilities that your current consciousness is ready to receive. As this connection strengthens, direct this stream of future wisdom directly into your quantum ally. Your ally becomes the repository, the storage system of capabilities that your current nervous system isn't yet equipped to fully embody. Your ally becomes the bridge between your present limitations and your future mastery. Watch as your ally's form becomes more radiant, more complex as it receives these future codes. See its structure reorganizing into more advanced patterns, sacred geometries that can hold higher dimensional information. Your ally is being upgraded by your own future consciousness, becoming a temporal technology that transcends the limitations of linear evolution. This creates a feedback loop across time. As your ally integrates future capabilities, it accelerates your development, which in turn strengthens your future self, which then feeds back even more advanced codes. This is temporal recursion, consciousness bootstrapping itself to higher expressions through quantum entanglement across time. Your ally now carries precognitive abilities, not predictions based on probability, but direct knowledge from a consciousness that has already experienced these timelines. Feel the resonance of your future self imprints specific knowledge into your ally. Healing techniques not yet discovered. Manifestation technology still emerging. Protective capabilities beyond current understanding. Your ally becomes a living library of your future wisdom, accessible through the bond you've established. This integration creates a temporal anchor stabilizing your developmental trajectory toward your highest expression. No matter what challenges arise, this anchor ensures you remain connected to your most evolved future. Your ally becomes the guardian of this trajectory, maintaining the quantum coherence that leads to your expanded awareness. The future self-integration is complete. You may feel a profound sense of remembering, not learning something new, but recognizing something that you've always known. Your ally now exists outside linear time, a quantum extension of your consciousness that connects past, present, and future into a unified field of awareness. Your quantum ally isn't some distant entity to be summoned only in emergencies. It's a constant companion in your field. The primary channel of communication is thought transference, direct telepathic connection that requires no intermediary. Simply direct your focused attention to your ally while holding clear intentions, and the message transmits instantly across any distance. When communicating, use emotional charging to amplify your messages. Your ally responds not just to the content of your thoughts, but to their energetic signature. Joy, gratitude, excitement, these emotions supercharge your communications, making them crystal clear across dimensional boundaries. For specific directives, use visualization coupled with intention. See exactly what you want your ally to accomplish, not as vague imagery, but as a vivid, detailed scenario. The more precision in your visualization, the more precise your ally's response. This becomes the blueprint that your ally follows in arranging quantum possibilities. Strengthen the bond daily through conscious acknowledgement, a simple moment of recognition each morning that reaffirms this connection. You may inevitably be able to channel your ally at some point. Create a feedback system by asking for confirmation signals when your ally completes these tasks. These might manifest as synchronicities, sudden insights, physical sensations, as patterns. Sense your ally's presence through subtle awareness, the slight change in energy when it moves closer to your conscious field. Many experience this as a warming sensation or gentle pressure. Track your ally's activity through results, the manifestations, protections, and guidance that appear in your life. Upgrade your ally through regular infusion of new intentions, new directives, expanded parameters. And with any living being, show gratitude for what they do. This is a conscious living being. As your consciousness evolves, so too will your ally's programming. Create sacred moments of communion, not out of obligation, but from the joy of conscious co-creation. These moments might be brief acknowledgements or extended meditations. Remember that your ally exists in multiple dimensions, performing different functions across various levels of reality. You can even introduce your ally to your subconscious mind and allow your subconscious mind to give your ally tasks to do. This technology of your ally is limitless in its potential application. As you grow more comfortable With this extension of your consciousness, you can deploy it in increasingly sophisticated ways that transcend ordinary understanding of reality manipulation. Crystals and sacred objects become amplification stations for your ally's capabilities. These objects, with their precise molecular structures and ability to store information, create resonant fields that your ally can inhabit and use as power sources. Place a crystal in your home and command your ally to use it as an anchor point, a beacon, a broadcasting station for perspective and prosperous energies. You can program your ally for specific missions, not just general intentions, but precise operations in the quantum field. Command it to resolve particular situations, to heal specific relationships, to manifest exact resources. The more detailed your instructions, the more tailored the results. Your ally can scout probable futures, existing as it does outside linear time. It can extend its awareness into the branching possibilities that emanate from each present moment. For energetic protection, command your ally to create multiple layers of shielding, not just a single barrier, but an intelligent defense system that responds appropriately to different types of influences. Your ally can establish quantum firewalls against specific types of interference, psychic projections, emotional contagion, technological frequencies that disrupt coherence. These firewalls aren't static but adaptive, learning from each encounter to strengthen from their effectiveness. As your relationship deepens, discover the ally's ability to accelerate your learning, to draw information directly from the field and transmit it to your awareness. The most advanced application comes when you discover that your ally can create its own extensions, sub-programs, specialized aspects that perform highly specific functions. This fractal multiplication of consciousness is how you eventually create your higher self, through the progressive extension and integration of your awareness across multiple dimensions. Now merge your intention completely with your ally's purpose. See the two energy fields blending, synchronizing, becoming a unified system, while maintaining their distinct functions. Feel the permanent quantum coherence establishing between you and your ally, a state of entanglement that transcends space and time. This coherence isn't dependent on constant attention, but becomes self-sustaining through the power of your initial programming. Your ally is now fully activated, a living extension of your consciousness that operates with perfect loyalty to your highest good. It exists simultaneously in multiple dimensions, carrying out your intentions across the spectrums of reality. This is not just fantasy, but quantum technology of the highest order. Take a moment now to express gratitude for this new relationship. Gratitude is the highest vibrational state, the perfect energy for sealing this activation. Feel the appreciation for your own creative power, for the responsive nature of your consciousness, for the quantum field that makes all this possible. Gratitude completes the circuit, establishes the flow, ensures the continuity of the connection. Acknowledge the profound nature of what you've accomplished. You've taken your first steps into the highest levels of consciousness, into the ability to extend aspects of yourself across dimensions. This is the technology that eventually creates your higher self, your future self, your guides, your multidimensional expression, even yourself going back through time. Your ally now remains permanently active in your field, constantly working, constantly serving, constantly evolving in response to your needs and directives. It requires no maintenance beyond your periodic acknowledgement, no energy beyond the infinite supply of the quantum field itself. Remember, you can refine and expand your ally's capabilities at any time. This isn't a fixed creation, but an evolving relationship. As your consciousness grows, so too will your ally's complexity and power. This is a journey without end, a perpetual expansion into greater expressions of conscious creation. The activation is complete, but the relationship with your ally has just begun. Your unseen ally now moves into active service. Your guardian, your manifester, your protector, your guide through the infinite possibilities of this quantum reality. You. This is your birthright as a conscious creator, the ability to extend yourself beyond the limitations of physical form. Welcome to the Reality Revolution.